Miss WWE Fan 13, Vince Martinez, Wyatt Fan, MuscleManMalcolm, Undisputed Brotherhood, X3, Deshaun Rocks 10, The Casual, Mark Leslie, My Indigo, Dietrich.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Go subscribe to it. But what's up, YouTube? Welcome to AskTripleM, where you guys have questions and I have sarcastic answers. Who's winning the NBA Finals? So, I'm a huge Celtics fan, and the Celtics just got eliminated because LeBron decided to be like the all-time GOAT. 46 and then 44 points. All by himself. I'm gonna say Warriors because Kevin Durant is from here. Favorite video you have made? Obviously all of them. Honestly, unless I'm going back to look at the comments, I generally don't remember every video I've ever made, so I guess like some type of vlog, I guess. Let's say when I met CM Punk, or any of the wrestling matches, I guess. Favorite NXT match of all time? So I'm gonna say Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black. I'm just a really big Velveteen Dream guy. Also his match with Cassius Ohno, that was really good too. And then I guess besides those, I'm gonna say Sasha and Bayley. What's your dream card for All In that's possible? I would have to go back and look at everyone that's gonna be on All In. I know it's possibly gonna be Nick Aldis versus Cody Rhodes. So let's just say like Marty versus Flip Gordon if he gets All In. And if Flip Gordon wins, he's part of Bullet Club. That actually can work. That could work. Yeah, I like that one. One person I really think should be on that card, Kylie Ray. She's from Chicago, and there's not that many women's wrestlers that have been added to All In besides like Tessa Blanchard, Brandy Rhodes, who's hurt right now, but she'll probably be good by then. Is Taya Valkyrie, is she part of All In yet? Chelsea Green's in All In. I think there's only like 4 women that are part of All In so far, so Kylie Ray, Tessa Blanchard, they faced each other before, had really good matches, so have it again. Hashtag AskTripleM. Name some wrestler you never met this year yet. A couple wrestlers that I've never met yet that I really want to. Big Show, Mark Henry, who I'm gonna meet in July, so that'll be really cool. Brock Lesnar, because that sounds awesome. He probably would be a jerk, but I don't even care. It's Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler. I think I've met everyone else on the roster already, besides them. Wow. What is your guilty pleasure song? It's more of like a guilty pleasure artist. Beyonce. I just like Beyonce. I mean, like 7-Eleven, that beat goes hard. You can't deny it. You know it's good. What's your favorite TV show and who's your favorite women's wrestler? So I actually made a full video of like my top 10 favorite female wrestlers. Then the video after that's top 10 favorite male wrestlers. That should be the next video after this probably. So I'll save that for then. But TV show, Raw, SmackDown, and like basketball, I'm really not watching actual television, but I will watch like Netflix and YouTube a lot. Favorite series on Netflix is probably On My Block, which they're supposed to be coming out with season 2 soon. But that show is really good. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. That's the emotional stuff. Hopefully Ruby doesn't die. Also, like Everything Sucks, which I think they actually got canceled. And then Dear Black People's pretty good. I watched a couple episodes of that. Seems interesting. Then YouTube-wise, besides like wrestling YouTubers, obviously I watch a lot of fitness guys. I'll give a couple examples like CT Fletcher, Max Shooting, Christian Guzman, Russ Swole, Bradley Martin, that's a couple people. And then overall, just YouTubers in general, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really like Rice Gum. Wolfie Raps is in the news for some stuff. Yeah, you done screwed up. Dang, dude. I like Keemstar. Yeah, I think everyone likes John Miller. Phil DeFranco, honestly, for me, it's like, I watch like local news sometimes, but like honestly, I just watch Phil DeFranco. I learned everything I need to know. Casey Neistat's still probably one of my all-time favorites. I'm not gonna lie, Liza Koshy, she's really funny. So is David Dobrik. I used to be a Superwoman fan, and then she kind of went a little too Hollywood for me, and it feels kind of weird to watch her. It's like, I don't do that anymore. But that's the main people that really come off the top of my head, and then plus I watch a lot of like comedian or comedy type of YouTube. I watch a lot of clips of like Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart and Chris Rock and Chris Tucker, Louis C.K., Ari Spears, and then I will binge watch All Def Digital. If I have like 2 hours to do nothing, I will watch All Def Digital for all 2 hours. They are just the funniest dudes I've ever seen. Who are the top 5 artists you'd like to see Leo Rush collab with? Also, what would be your reaction if he made the Freshman XXL list next year? If he made the Freshman XXL list, I question that a little bit. I would question their judgment. I mean, Leo's a good rapper. Like, you know, he drops a couple good bars on that song, Money Money. I just came from the gym. I was working out to that for like 2 hours straight. I really like the song, but no, not Freshman XXL ready. He's good though. Not there yet, but he's good. Fantasy collabs, I guess. T Grizzly, because he's one of my favorites. Logic, because Leo's from Maryland. Logic's from Maryland. There you go. Drake, because every song with Drake is a banger. I would just like to note that this video was recorded before Pusha T dropped the most epic diss track of the entire century on Drake. I didn't know he could take L's, but he sure did today. Pusha T, just to see how that would work between him collabing with Drake and Pusha T at the same time. because those guys hate each other. And then what is that? That's 4 guys. So last one, give you a little throwback, 50 cents, why not? What will you do if you do not succeed in wrestling, which I doubt? That's probably my favorite question. So, if anyone out there, including myself, wants to become a professional wrestler, school. I'm still going to college, university next year, so gotta go to school and get a degree so I can have a job so I don't have to work at McDonald's when I'm like 46 and make like 12 bucks an hour. That doesn't fly, we have no lights on. Tips for when you start working out and gaining muscle. If you're just getting into working out, the best thing I would do is watch a lot of YouTube videos. I forgot the exact name of the YouTube channel. I think it's like Athlete X or Alpha X, something like that. He goes over a lot of different workouts you can do for like pain, so like teaching like basics of working out. Do a lot of research. If you live close to a gym that has personal trainers, you might want to think about getting one possibly. I know if you definitely live close to like an LA Fitness, I would go there and get a personal trainer because most of the guys I've seen that work at LA Fitness, they all know what they're doing when it comes to like training people. So, but the biggest thing is like don't pay for online programming. When I say that, I mean like a guy like Kai Green, who's like a really big famous bodybuilder. He just dropped like an online program for like chest workouts for like 10 bucks. I mean, yeah, it's only 10 bucks, it's not a lot of money, but especially if you're brand new to working out, there's so many programs online that are free. Don't spend any money on anything unless you're serious about working out. You want to be like a bodybuilder or a powerlifter or a weightlifter, someone like, you know, within that seriousness of like lifting heavy things off the ground, having cool abs and pectorals and stuff. That's when you start paying money. If you just want to get in shape, don't do that. Don't waste your money. Also remember, muscle builds with high repetition and correct form. You don't have to curl 50-pound weights to get huge biceps. Honestly, a lot of guys that you see, even like the really big bodybuilders, regardless of what they could be doing as well, not the point, they are still in their curling 30s, so it's not that big of a deal if you're curling 10s. They can do a 30, you can do a 10. It's not that big of a deal. Would you go back to GTS to be a full-time superstar? I don't live close enough to really be traveling to New Jersey because I live in DC. New Jersey for me is almost 5 hours away, especially from my house to where Grim is. It's actually 5 hours. If I'm living in the New Jersey area and I have been properly trained, I don't see why Grim wouldn't have me, because I was the best thing on Grimmomania. Even though James Ellsworth's on the same video as me, but I was the all-star. What's your #1 goal when you become a professional wrestler? So, my biggest goal obviously is to go to WWE, win the WWE Championship, main event WrestleMania. But, besides that, I want to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. I smile like I was joking, but I actually meant that. I really want to win that championship, because like it has such a large prestige to it, and hopefully I can be one of those guys that makes it important again. Look at this smile. This is a smile of a champion. NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. But besides that, compete like all over the world. I think that'd be really cool. Every part of the UK, Japan, China, Mexico, Brazil. I don't even need a ring. Cedric Alexander one time wrestled on the grass. I will do it too in Istanbul. That's where I'm gonna go. Best match you've had so far. So, of course, all the matches I've had could definitely use work. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with a little criticism. I've accepted a lot. I mean, a lot from you guys. But my favorite match so far is probably against Tommy Salami. Yeah, the one that I actually lose is probably my favorite. It was the only match I feel like I really did a lot of like, here's your spots, here's my spots, here's yours, here's mine, here's yours, here's mine. I get crushed, I lose. Tommy came up with a lot of those spots. Am I breaking kayfabe by saying this? I probably should. I'm gonna say it anyway, it doesn't matter. Tommy came up with a lot of those spots and it was all really good. How are you feeling going into training? Scared, nervous, or excited? Yes, I am all those emotions plus a hot dog. I know, makes no sense. That's how I feel. I don't know about scared, but definitely nervous. The pain isn't really something I'm concerned about. I'll be honest with you guys. It's probably the cardio. I've been running my butt off for the past like 2 months to try to get my cardio up. It's definitely improved, but it definitely needs some work. I can be honest with you guys. My cardio ain't that great, but I'm gonna get together because I only have like a month left. And when I show up in that wrestling school, they're gonna tear me apart, and there's gonna be days that I'm gonna wanna quit, but I'm not going to, because I literally can't. I talked about it on YouTube for like over a year now. Have you watched TNA Impact? So I've been watching Impact for the last month, and oh my God, they have improved so much on their show. I tweeted about this in case you guys don't follow me at the MuscleManMalcolm. Do it, please. Why not? Help a brother out. Impact Wrestling no longer feels like the bootleg WWE used to be. They're slowly going back in that direction where they were when they first started, of actually building up their own branded stars. Like an Eli Drake, Austin Aries is kind of at the forefront of the company right now. The knockout division is rising back up to the levels where it once was, of being probably one of the best women's rosters in wrestling. They have Tessa Blanchard and Kyrie Hogan and Sue Young. They have so many good athletes on that show. Madison Rain, she wrestles, kinda. I know she's facing Tessa Blanchard under pressure. Depending on what day this video goes up, could be today or it already happened. Sure, they still have like guys like Scott Steiner who really shouldn't be wrestling anymore. just stop. But they are building up their own stars, like again, like an Eli Drake, like a Moose. Matt Sydal feels more like an Impact Wrestling guy now. Their X Division's rising back up to a level where it once was. So I thoroughly enjoy Impact Wrestling right now. I know a lot of you guys don't have Pop television. I didn't even know I had it until I really just went through the TV guide and looked. If you guys, for one, have the time to watch it and go through your TV guide or something, you have Pop television, you should try to watch it. It's actually really good. And then the last question, hashtag AskTripleM, any independent stars you're trying to interview this year? Oh, trust me, I already have a huge one set up already. I'm not gonna give too many hints except for the fact that he is all in. We'll see who it is. I know who it is, and trust me, I'm gonna enjoy this one. But besides that mystery person, who I'm not gonna say who he or she could be she now. I might just switch up their gender. I'm definitely not an interviewer at all. This is more of just having content for a channel, not necessarily to be an interviewer, which I would love to do. If I could be anything like how Abby has her channel, I would love that. Her channel is so good with all the interviews that she does. It's amazing. But if anyone out there wants to allow a brother to help his dreams fulfill, I mean, like, I'm a good speaker. I know how to enunciate. I can pronounce things. So, and I can ask some interesting questions. I'm just saying, independent wrestling companies out there, you need a backstage interviewer? You got me. I'll wear a suit and stuff. I'll take off the headband. Actually, I'll have a tuxedo headband. Hire me. Especially subscribe to that YWO YouTube channel. Woo, it's gonna be good. That's it. I'm out. Subscribe. We out here. I'm bye.